Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today, January 7th. This is a DVD Blu-ray book update, though there are no DVDs. Later today, probably after I wake up, I will do my reviews for this week. All of them are ones I've seen, but I'm like, screw it. So it's gonna be I just haven't decided if I'm gonna do it every week or every 2 weeks. We'll see how this one goes. So I'm just gonna get started. Fuck off. I'm just gonna get started, and I'm gonna start off with the books. So I'm gonna turn this around, and I'm showing my floor because, though, when I sit over there, at least I can. I wonder why it's not focusing. There we go. Like when I sit over there and this thing's facing me, it's just too uncomfortable because I don't have my back against anything and it's just too painful. So I am gonna get started. So there we go, floor. First book I picked up was another of the Halo books, and it's Glasslands. I know there's another one of the Forerunners book that just came out, but I only wanted to get this one at the time. So I'll start reading it pretty soon and let you guys know how it is. These are actually really fun. I don't like the video game, as I've pointed out so many times. I really don't like the video game, but I love the books. So much that like I showed in one of my other updates, I got that Resistance book, and I got BioShock, and they were both really good. So there we go, Halo Grasslands. I think I said Glasslands. See, I'm tired. I've been up for 13 hours. Give me a break. So there we go. And next one up is a Doctor Who book. It's a newest one, and it's called The Silent Stars Go By, and these are the Ice Warriors. So it's kind of interesting because it's a 11th Doctor Amy and Rory book, and the only time I've ever seen these characters, see up close, is in the second Doctor universe. So I can't wait to read this one. So there we go, The Silent Stars Go By. Now on to the Blu-rays. Almost all of them are rebuys, mostly because they were all on cheap. The first one up is 310 to Yuma, Western with Russell Crowe and Christian Bale, directed by the guy who brought us Kate and Leopold. I really like this one. I only got rid of it because I needed to get room and I also needed money. But this was only $4.99, so I was like, hey, whatever. I liked it because I do like Westerns because I grew up watching the John Wayne Westerns, so I do like Westerns. But a lot of the ones that are out now aren't as good as the ones that I grew up on. So there we go, 310 to Yuma. And next one up, I finally broke down. I wasn't really gonna rebuy the series, but when they were this cheap, I was like, fuck yeah. And I got another James Bond movie on Blu-ray, and I picked up Thunderball. As you can tell, $4.99. This is one of my favorites. Probably my second favorite of the Connery era. My friend Scott, he left with about 6 of them, and lucky bugger, he got the last copy of Live and Let Die, and I'll clarify on that a little bit late, well, in a couple of minutes. But I was like, yeah, whatever, it's $4.99, and it's one of my favorites, so yay. So there we go, Thunderball. And I picked up the, well, it says Blu-ray plus DVD, but it's actually one with all three, the Blu-ray DVD digital copy of Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. I really enjoyed this when I saw it over the summer. What I more remember is my 2 cousins, Nicole and Megan, screaming like little girls beside me. I got a kick out of that. Mostly because I love horror films, but I more got a kick out of watching these 2 girls who say they're so tough just start screaming. It was so funny. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I thought it was a good little horror film. I didn't even know it was actually a remake. But I wanted to see what, he didn't direct it, but it is produced by Guillermo del Toro. There we go. Yeah. Yay! And now it's out of focus. So I'll fix that. There we go. I like that. And the cast was really good. I really liked Katie Holmes in this. So I thought she did a really good job. I don't know if they'll do a sequel, because to me they kind of left it seems left open. But if they do, that's awesome. If they don't, that's cool, because it might be better just to leave it. So there we go. Don't be afraid of the dark. And these were all bought yesterday, and these all were bought today. And the 6 I'm going to show you are rebuys, all James Bond movies, because they were all still $4.99, and I was like, yeah, screw it. Of course, I grabbed the very first one, Dr. No. Also in my top 10, but not in my top 5, which kind of annoys some people. Hint, you know who I'm talking about. He's still pissed at me that Goldfinger wasn't higher up. You know who you are. I did have Goldfinger and From Russia with Love in my hand, and I just said, no, those two are not high on the priority list to get. But I will get those. So there we go, Dr. No. And I grabbed The Man with the Golden Gun. This is where my friend Scott, he grabbed, like I said, grabbed the last copy of Live and Let Die, and that was one I was gonna go for, but I forgot he grabbed it, which pissed me off. Because I actually went to a couple of future shops and they were all gone. So, not one of my favorites, but I still watch it. I'm a completist, so it's like a 7 out of 10 for me. But, I mean, right now, I'm making my dad happy, because the only ones he had were Die Another Day, Never Say Never Again, and Casino Royale. And those two I had rebought on Blu-ray and gave to him. And now he's got all these except for one of them that I've given them. So there we go, The Man with the Golden Gun. Next one up is Moonraker. Again, not a favorite, but I really enjoy it. I enjoy watching this with the commentary, because it's got, does it say? Oh, well, this one has Roger Moore's commentary. I didn't know that. But on the DVD, one of the commentaries is the director, Lewis Gilbert, executive producer, Michael G. Wilson, another guy, I just can't remember his name, and the guy who wrote the screenplay, Christopher Wood, and it was actually quite enjoyable. It made the movie more enjoyable. So, there we go, Moonraker. And the next one up is For Your Eyes Only, which is one of my favorites, and also in my top 10. The first one directed by John Glenn, who had been with, like, assistant director or something, second unit director or something along those lines since On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and they asked him, do you want to direct this one? And he's like, oh yeah, and ended up directing the next 5. But this has always been one of my favorites. And it was also on EJ's list, which was awesome, because I don't know that many people who enjoyed this one. And I don't know why, because it was a throwback to, even though it is not one of my favorites, like From Russia with Love, like the thing with the British and the Russians, and like, this was taking place during the Cold War, so, but I like that kind of storyline. So, there we go, For Your Eyes Only. And next one up, I wasn't gonna grab, but this one, if I am right, is the longer cut. I think it might be. I don't know, there if any of you have this one on Blu-ray, you might be able to tell me, and that is License to Kill, because I heard that there is a unrated cut, and this one might be it, but it's not telling me. But I'll have to check the DVD because it says it's 133 minutes long, and I don't remember it being that long on DVD. But I will double check on that. Timothy Dalton's last portrayal as James Bond, and director John Glenn's last one. Out of the two that Timothy Dalton did, I think this is my favorite. To see Bond go rogue like that, I thought it was pretty cool. Only thing that bugs me is some of the Bond films that aren't on Blu-ray, like two that I am dying to get, are A View to a Kill, which was the one that started it all, and Goldeneye, which I would kill to see on Blu-ray, see how that is. So there we go, License to Kill. And the last of the James Bond ones, it's not really a favorite, but like I said, I'm a completist, and again, $4.99, and that is Die Another Day. I really didn't like this one too much, but between, like, to see how much I don't like it, between watching this and watching On Her Majesty's Secret Service, I would rather watch On Her Majesty's Secret Service, and that is saying a lot. To me, this went way too fucking science fiction. Like, as much as I thought the invisible car was cool, I mean, come on, that is way too sci-fi. And it had a good storyline. It was just a lot of that kind of special effects shit. Fucked up the story. And this came out in 2002, which was the 40th anniversary, so there was a lot of nods to all the James Bond movies, particularly when Halle Berry comes out of the water. Ursula Andress in Dr. No, which is a famous scene, and when Bond is in that room with all the relics, and you see, like, the knife shoe from Russia with Love, and you see that pack from Thunderball. You get it nostalgic, but I mean, the movie really wasn't that good. It was too bad because it was Pierce Brosnan's last one, and he started on a high note and basically ended on a bad one, because this movie was pretty bad. But again, completist and $4.99. So, and I know I say completist and I don't have Halloween 3, but I hated Halloween 3, like, very much. Like, that was a 2 out of 10, and this was a 6.5. So, there we go, Die Another Day. And last, but definitely not least, I spent 10 fucking minutes debating, because with our HST still in effect, the tax on this was $10, so it cost me $95, but I was like, you want it, you've been wanting it since it came out, and I got it. And that, of course, is the complete 6th series of Doctor Who. Yeah, I know, I'm nuts. Like, that 84, and it cost me $95. Oh my god, but you know what? It's Doctor Who. But I prefer this season a little bit more over the 5th. Like, the 5th did have a couple of my favorite episodes, like the two with the Weeping Angels and Vincent and the Doctor. But this one had a lot more. Shit, it does have Christmas Carol. But I might keep that DVD. Like, Impossible Planet was a good one. This was my favorite one, The Doctor's Wife. That was such a good episode, and it was one of the only Matt Smith episodes that ever made me cry. A Good Man Goes to War was really good, really, and you got that really good twist at the end. You all probably know it, but I'm still not going to tell you, so... The only thing that bugged me about this season was the wedding of River Song. To me, I thought the build-up was fantastic, but with how the episode was, I thought it was such a letdown. I mean, the Series 5 season finale was way better. Another good one, probably my third favorite to Doctor's Wife and Good Man Goes to War, is, of course, The Girl Who Waited. What a depressing episode. Really, really depressing episode, really sad. but it was one of the best. Probably at least in the top 10 best of the Matt Smith era. So, and of course, I don't know if you know, but the Doctor Who Confidential is over. They stopped doing it, which is an idiotic thing, because it's part of the tradition since the new series started. I still have not watched the Christmas one. I hopefully will get on to it, because I had, when I got home, I had too much stuff to watch, and I was way tired from our Christmas trip, which we will never do again. Well, we'll do again, but we'll wait till after Christmas, and after I've probably had a day off. But, and I'm so excited. We have 2 more releases coming, because we've been without a release of Doctor Who for a couple of months. Like, this month we get 2. February we have 1. March we have a couple. Like, right now, I have 9 things pre-ordered. And one of them, I got Torchwood Miracle Day from the UK because I got sick and tired of waiting for a Region 1 release. Like, even if it comes 3 months from now, from what I'm seeing, the cover art for Region 2 is a lot better. And, 1 is a David Tennant movie that's coming out, and all the rest, like, out of 9, 7 of them are Doctor Who related. So, I cannot wait. So, there we go. After 4 minutes of rambling, but it's Doctor Who, so you knew I was gonna ramble. And rambling is good. There we go, Doctor Who, the complete 6 series. So, there we go. There's all the Blu-rays. All rebuys, mostly. And 3 that I didn't have, and 2 books. So yeah, that is it. Like I said, the reviews will come later, and I still gotta make the decision whether I want to do them every Saturday or every 2 weeks. So I will just figure out when that is. And, yeah, I'm getting really sleepy, guys, so I'm gonna go. So yeah, that's it for this update. I will have, because I saw Justin Ryan 1988's video of his most anticipated of this year. I plan to do one from my own list. So right now there isn't a hell of a lot on it. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go because I'm starting to fall asleep, which is a bad thing because I work tomorrow night. Or not tomorrow night, tonight, more like it. So I hope you guys have a good day, watch a shitload of movies, and of course, as always, rate, comment, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.